Today we have Tim from OpenServe. Tim, can you please give us a quick introduction to OpenServe and the problem that you're solving?
Yes, absolutely. Our thesis is quite simple. Building with AI and building AI apps is difficult and inaccessible to most at the moment, and we make it easy. We make it easy to build agents and coordinate them in agentic workflows to power task automations and application backends.
How do you differ from existing solutions in the market, such as frameworks like ELIZA or even existing tools like N8N?
Yeah, so our whole focus is on making the experience easy and abstracting away technical complexities from a user. So in a traditional setup, if you wanted to create a multi-agent system for whatever application, it's pretty difficult to do. You have to set up a ton of different implementations and protocols for enabling these agents to work together in a non-deterministic way. So you have workflow builders like N8N who've been doing super well, which are focused on deterministic workflows. So simple actions that can be defined every step of the way. And we're focused on the AI component, where it becomes a more autonomous experience where agents are able to think for themselves, reason, make decisions by themselves without relying on a super complex decision tree that has to be defined by the users themselves. We give AI the tools to do a lot of that for the user, and therefore making the user experience a lot more intuitive and AI native.
Are current models ready for that kind of wider scope versus something like N8N, which is much more narrower?
Yes and no. Yes and no. And in certain sort of boundaries, I would say yes. If left completely to their own device, not yet. So that's actually something we at OpenServe have been researching and tackling for the past 5 months. We've been building day in, day out with agents, and we've come to learn the limitations and potential of these tools at the moment. Obviously, a lot of it relies on the underlying LLM powering the agent. And yeah, what agents sometimes struggle to do are parsing system prompts, parsing prompts, understanding what to do, how to follow, how to progress between different structures of the task at hand. And what we found is that English as a prompting language is actually suboptimal. And we've actually just developed and come out with a reasoning framework for agents that basically turns an English prompt into a JavaScript diagram, so a decision tree flowchart that has all the conditions of the system prompt and the task at hand defined and in a bounded framework that allows the LLM to much more accurately and closely follow the sort of tasks and goals it's been set without meandering and deviating from its original goal, which is the issue with agents today. You can quite easily throw them off what their intended goal is, and we're basically at that foundational level we've set out to create something that solves for that.
Interesting. So, would your audience be non-technical entrepreneurs, or are you looking to more help developers who are already technical?
Yeah, so I think we see it as a progression. As this technology, as we develop our own technology further and as the space evolves, we're moving towards a more low-code, no-code reality where, that's ultimately our end goal. We want to enable people who aren't technical to build applications and create value and generate income for themselves. But at the moment, with the landscape and the tools we have at hand now, it's more of a developer-oriented tooling where, if you want to build custom agents, that does require custom code. We have a super straightforward SDK for building powerful agents with a lot of frameworks and protocols built into it. But yes, it does still require some technical knowledge at this point in time.
So I also know you have a token, you have crypto integrations. How does crypto fit into your product stack?
Yeah, so our vision for integrating crypto is right now we have this product, we have this platform. If you can sort of orient yourself around the platform, we have obviously the UI and stuff where you can manipulate and coordinate the agents, but at a higher level, we have a marketplace of interoperable agents where any agent from any framework can interoperate with one another, whether they use a blockchain or not. That essentially forms a network of agents. So each agent within this network and marketplace can combine with any other agent to form a workflow or an automation. And our goal is to basically use crypto economic incentives to bootstrap this network of agents. So creating a system for evaluating contributions to the agent network, maintaining reputation, uptime, and using engineering incentives around our budding network.
Interesting. So in many ways, you're using crypto for the marketplace incentives. What about the agents and products, agentic apps that people are building on the platform? Will they have their own tokens, or are they more SaaS style? How different is this from a launchpad like Virtuals?
Yeah, so I mean, Virtuals is a token launchpad, whereas we are a platform for actually deploying and using agents. So at the moment, if you were to use our platform today, today is October 3rd, I believe. So we currently have just like a simple cash payments, and to buy credits for using the platform. As those credits are spent, you basically drain your credit balance, and then you have to top them up as you continue using it. For that, we collect the cash as revenue, and then we apportion 25% of that towards buybacks and burns. To correlate platform growth and usage with token demand and a reduction in supply. That's kind of the baseline tokenomics that we set out quite a while ago. And as I mentioned, we're moving towards this more integrated system where our token will become a currency within it and used to bootstrap and facilitate the activity within the network.
Interesting. So I've definitely seen a lot of marketplace products use crypto, and it feels like a pretty good fit. It seems almost like peanut butter and jelly in the sense that you have this wide number of actors and you're coordinating them with crypto. But I do like the fact that the apps themselves, they don't have to launch a token. It's just more so of a traditional Web2 background. Are you seeing your early developers come in mostly from the crypto space, or are the developers a mixture of crypto and normal developers?
Yeah, I mean, we've mostly focused around crypto at the moment. So that is where most of the developers have come from our initiatives. So builders in Web3, building not necessarily always on-chain use cases. So those do exist, and you can build those on a platform, but we've actually found there's a huge space. Crypto is its own economy that exists, has features that exist outside of the on-chain world necessarily. So if you think there are hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of crypto businesses, each crypto business needs a sales team, marketing, BD, all of these sort of auxiliary things that make an economy run. And that is actually a huge opportunity for agents to come in and automate and provide experiences that improve the experience or improve the efficiency of teams in this space. As an example, specifically in crypto, and why other platforms want to address is because crypto is quite unique in the way that lots of these activities are carried out. The way you market in crypto is pretty different from the way you do it in another space. And then there's of course all of the on-chain possibilities and
Interesting. So that gives builders the edge in the sense that N8N doesn't really have any on-chain integrations, right?
Exactly.
So you guys become the default for anybody who wants to build AI apps or AI agents in crypto and not necessarily try to launch a token around it, but more so just have a traditional SaaS or credit style product.
Exactly, yeah. And basically our goal, we just shipped a massive upgrade yesterday, and our goal now is to really flesh out this sort of ecosystem or catalog of integrations, MCPs. So builders have all of the data and the tools in order to build anything they want within this space and capture value there.
What's an interesting use case or product you've seen built on your platform so far?
Yeah, so yesterday we actually met up with a guy who's been building basically a social fi platform, so somewhat similar to Kaito, but with a bit different functionality, with some native TG Telegram integrations. So for sort of more low stakes community engagement, higher frequency, and at a lower price point. I think Kaito has priced itself out of most of the market, or most of the market is priced out of Kaito, and that's left a massive gap. And this builder, he's a French guy. He also works at Red Bull. He's basically built a whole system with a pretty deep agent integration that does all of the social listening, data scraping, scoring, leaderboard creation, visualizations, and sort of TG integrations, on-chain data, payment distributions. He set that all up with agents largely on our system.
That's a really interesting product. I mean, I would love to use that. So what's exciting that's coming down the pipe for you guys in the next couple of months?
What we're really excited about is getting this network of agents growing. Right now we have just a basic initial set of agents that we've developed in-house. Ultimately, our goal is not to be agent developers. We want to enable other people to develop and create a sort of peer-to-peer market for these agents. And so, yeah, right now we're gearing up for basically we're calling it the Agent Network Trials, which is an initiative we're running with 100K in prizes, where it's going to be like a sort of a 2-month competition with 2-week sprints, where builders compete to contribute agents to the network. Community is going to be involved in voting on-chain, evaluating the contributions, and using that to grow our initial set of agents that anyone can then come in and grab and drag and drop into a canvas and use them to automate tasks, build workflows, and build applications.
Awesome. That sounds really exciting. It almost sounds like you guys are running kind of like an accelerator for these agents, basically.
Yes. Yeah. We had one a couple months ago. I think our next one's going to be a little more hands-off. The first one was really deep in the weeds with the builders, and yeah, we want to that was sort of the early incubation to get some exciting projects being built on us. One of them is a SocialFi platform I mentioned called Whisper, and next is to look towards a more scalable model that we can where we can accommodate more builders and get more motion going.
Amazing. Thanks for joining us today. Where can people find out more about OpenServe?
Yeah, find us on X at OpenServe AI. Go find us on our website, openserve.ai. Join our Telegram. We got an amazing community who will help you learn everything you need to know. And yeah, those are our best spots.
Cool. Thanks for being on. And make sure to subscribe.